Welcome everyone to the 2013-2014 school year. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you today and to be partnering with you on this great journey to success. Now, every journey begins with a vision, with a dream. Today, my goal is to create a clear picture of our campus vision and to give you a guide for achieving this vision. Before we actually talk about the vision, I do want to give us an opportunity to mingle and to introduce ourselves and also to go over the agenda. So I want you to stand and I want you to find someone with similar shoes as the ones that you have on. Introduce yourself and discuss your years of experience, your jobs in education. Mention something personal about yourself and your educational goals. I'm going to model this for you just so you'll know exactly what I would like to hear in your discussion. So, my name is Beulah McDonald. I'm in my 4th year in education. I started out as an ELA teacher. After 2 years, I worked as an instructional coach and department head. I'm a mother of 3. I have 2 boys and a girl. I have a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, and 8-year-old. And my goal is to support and motivate teachers and increase student achievement. So go ahead and stand and mingle and introduce yourselves. All right, everyone go ahead and have a seat. All right, so we're going to begin. So our agenda for today. So we're going to first talk about some of our challenges and then talk about our vision and our purpose. And then finally, we're going to talk about how we will achieve this vision. So some of our challenges. We are in our 2nd year of performing below proficient on the state assessment in reading, writing, and math. We also have had lots of discipline problems. Based on the number of referrals from last school year, we have a major issue with student behavior and classroom management. We also have low teacher and student morale. At the end of the school year, you guys took a survey and this was the results of our survey. So my purpose in reviewing the challenges that I just covered with you guys is to basically frame your thinking and just to really help you understand our needs and our challenges on this campus. But I have to remind you that these challenges do not define this campus. We have to basically address these issues and overcome them, and that's what we will be defined by. So together, hopefully today we can all come together and we can really realize what we want on this campus and we can plan for success. So I want to give you an opportunity to reflect before we get deep into the vision. I want you to think about a school that you would want to send your child to every day. Ask yourself the following questions. How do you want your child to be treated? What type of experiences would you like your child to have? And how would you like your child to feel? Describe your thoughts on the sticky notes on your tables. All right, now I want you to take a moment to think about the place that you would like to go to work every day. Ask yourself similar questions. How would you like to be treated? What type of experiences would you like to have? And how would you like to feel on a daily basis? Go ahead and describe your thoughts on the sticky notes. All right, so everyone take your sticky note and go ahead and stick it to the table that you're sitting at, and I want everyone to go ahead and stand. Now I want you to walk around the room again, but this time I want you to read the descriptions that your colleagues have written on their sticky notes about their ideal schools. Now, most of you envisioned a school that was fair. Students are treated fairly in regards to grades and behavior. You are treated fairly by your peers, and the leadership treats the students and the staff fairly and doesn't play favorites. Many of you envisioned a school that was respectful. Everyone greeted each other with a smile and a handshake. Everyone was positive and had positive intent. Students used language when addressing adults that was proper. And students also respected the property and people on campus. Because everyone was respectful, we felt safe, or you felt safe in this environment. Some of you envisioned a place of celebration. You thought about the hard work that you do every year, every day, and you felt valued for this work. The students felt valued, the parents felt valued, the staff felt valued. People were recognized, and everyone received equal opportunity for recognition and affirmation. Some of you, your thoughts went straight to the students, and you thought of a school in which students actually achieve academic success. The campus had discussions about student learning instead of state scores. And these students went on to graduate and they became productive citizens. They went on to go to college, or they went on to be successful in careers. And some of you, you thought of just simply a place that you love to go to every day. It's a place that was fun, it was happy, friendly, warm and inviting, and aesthetically appealing to your eyes. So think about this. What does it take for us to create this ideal school? It starts with a vision, for sure. The following is our vision that I hope will motivate you and guide your day-to-day behavior. So, at Victory High School, we are a community of learners who embrace celebration, fairness, and respect, and are dedicated to producing academically successful and productive citizens. This is what we should expect to see, hear, and experience on this campus. But to achieve this vision, we must do the following. We have to turn this vision into action. And the way that we do this is by having a mission every day that we come to work. We have to have a mission to build a collaborative school that's committed to high quality instruction, continuous improvement, and in the development of leaders. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to reflect again. Now, I have a question that I'm going to pose to you guys. I'll read the question out loud to you. It says, what is the difference between schools that are learning and making progress and those that aren't? So the way that we're going to think about this and share our thoughts about this is through an activity called Round Robin. Now, how this works is when the music starts, you're going to pass the ball around to the people at your table. When the music stops, I want you to share your answer to the question with the people at your table. Only the person with the ball may speak. So the music is starting now. As I walked around, I heard some awesome conversation and ideas from many of you. Now, the difference is collaboration. That's how we're going to make progress on this campus. And we have to collaborate at every level of our campus. Teachers must work in professional learning communities. They have to work together as teams to plan instruction, to develop authentic assessments, to problem solve, to counsel students, and to support each other. The focus must be on the study of learning. We have to see the same thing in the classroom. Teachers have to teach students how to collaborate. They have to make their classrooms cooperative learning environments. Students have to create together, discuss together, and develop solutions together. Our support staff has to do the same. Our bus drivers, our cafeteria workers, our secretaries, our custodians, they have to also meet together to talk about how they can actually support the learning on this campus. Administrators and teachers have to work together and collaborate as well. They have to make decisions about learning, and they have to make decisions about how to make this school better. They have to form committees that are dedicated to shared decision making. We have to also take our collaboration to the community. We have to invite the community into our schools to attend school activities, and we also have to go out into the community. Our goal has to be to initiate dialogue with the community about how we can support educating and preparing our students for success. Another key component of achieving our vision is high quality instruction. So what does high quality instruction look like and sound like? I'm going to show you a video of a teacher teaching who is doing a great job in her instruction. Now, as you watch this video, I want you to have the following questions in mind, because after the video, you're going to take a question out of the jar that's in the middle of the table. In the jar, you'll notice it has questions that are cut up into strips. When the video is over, I want each of you to take a strip out of the jar, and I want you to discuss your answer to the question. So these are the questions. How does the teacher ensure that her expectations for learning are clear? How does she provide opportunities for different learners? How did the teacher's questions enhance the learning? How did students react to the academic feedback? What did the teacher model specifically, and how did the visuals impact student learning? All right, so I'm going to show you the video clip. Now that the video clip is over, I want you to grab your questions out of the jars and go ahead and discuss your questions with your table. Once again, excellent conversation. All right, so high quality instruction must be a top priority in our classrooms every day, as shown in the video. To achieve our vision, we must have at the minimum the following components of high quality instruction. So, we must have clear objectives. We have to ensure that the students know what they're going to learn each day, and they have to know why this is important to learn. We have to have our daily goals in student-friendly language, and we have to verbalize and post our objectives each day. Now, we want our students to be able to refer to these objectives throughout the lesson so that they can remember what our goal is. And teachers, we have to also assess the mastery of the objective every day. We also have to have engaging work for our students. To make assignments and activities engaging, we must have knowledge of the interests and the learning styles of the students in our classes. This requires that we take a personal interest in them and that we build relationships with our students. We have to also have high quality questions. We must question students throughout lessons to push them to think deeper about the content. Our questions must be scaffolded to meet the individual needs of our students, and they need to be planned in advance so that we can question our students at the different levels of blooms. We have to also have academic feedback. Students need to understand the progress that they are making towards mastery. Therefore, it's important that we give them specific high quality feedback that gives them details about what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong. Our feedback has to be immediate, and it definitely has to be frequent. We also have to model for our students. We have to give them clear examples, clear illustrations, and analogies to help them make the learning accessible to them. We also have to model our expectations and our thought processes in hopes of teaching students how to behave and how to think. And finally, we have to check for understanding. We must gauge our students' understanding by monitoring their comprehension throughout lessons. We have to know when to adjust our instructions to meet the needs of our students. So, another key component is leadership. Once again, I want you guys to have an opportunity to reflect before we talk about an effective leader. I want you to form small groups of 4 to 6, and I want each person to take 2 talking chips from the center of the table. I want you to think about a person that you consider to be an effective leader. I want you to ask yourself what made this person effective and what qualities stood out. Now, with this activity, only the person who throws in a talking chip can speak, but everyone needs to eventually throw in their talking chips. So once again, I heard some good discussion, some good examples of effective leaders. So an effective leader provides praise and feedback. They are respectful, open-minded, and professional. They work to build relationships with those that they lead. They are an example of change, and they encourage change. They are motivators. They motivate others, and they stay motivated themselves. And they set high expectation for themselves and others. And finally, they are continuous learners. So, on our campus at Victory High School, it is everyone's responsibility to be a leader. It is my job to develop leadership capacity in each one of you. And it's also all of our responsibility to develop student leaders so that our students are prepared for their roles in society. Now, I know so far I've gone over a lot of information, but I want you guys to think about our vision. And I want you to look at this visual, and I want you to share with the shoulder partner, how does this visual relate to our vision? All right, so in this visual, it says reflect, plan, observe, and reflect again. So to continuously improve, we must go through this cycle when it comes to data, collaboration, instruction, and leadership. For example, with data, we have to reflect upon the data, plan using the data, act upon our plan, observe our plan, and reflect again on our plan. This is the way that we actually grow as leaders and grow as teachers and grow our students by going through this process. We have to reflect, plan, act, observe, and reflect again. If we're dedicated to this, we will see continuous improvement. So remember, it starts with a vision. And to achieve the vision, we must allow our mission to guide our day-to-day actions. We must also work hard, be dedicated, and be persistent. So this is the conclusion of my presentation. Before we leave, I do want to give you an opportunity to reflect again. I want you to think about the vision that I presented to you today. And I want you to think about the insights or the questions that you have as a result of hearing the vision. And I want you to grab a sticky note, and I want you to place your thoughts and questions on the sticky note. As you walk out, go ahead and post your sticky note on the vision poster. Thank you very much for your attention. And once again, I look forward to working with each and every one of you.